But there's one more thing that I watched this weekend, and that's Supercross.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we missed it last weekend because we were both under the weather. But this weekend, I was like, okay, I at least have to watch the main event, which I ended up watching or rewatching because I wasn't able to watch it live because we were watching our 12-hour race. So I ended up watching just the main events for the race in Seattle that happened on Valentine's Day. So great race. Especially, I think the 250 main race was so fun.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, going into it, of course, the favorite being West Coast is Hayden Deegan. He's going into the race. He led by 27 points. So over a full race win, you know, so he's leading by quite a large margin. But there's still people potentially or still people wanting to give him a fight for his money. For example, of course, Levi Kitchen, Max Anstey, Ryder D, Cameron McAdoo, Michael Mosiman. I think those are like the top people who are trying to take a win away from Hayden Deegan. And this time it was Levi Kitchen's home race in Seattle.
So he was from Seattle.
Of course, there's like the audience was of course on his side. And I feel like there's always something a little bit special about like a home event. Maybe it gives you a little bit of an extra push, a little bit of extra energy, a little bit of extra adrenaline.
I mean, we saw it in the Olympics, right? These Italian like speed skaters, they're getting the extra push from the audience.
Yes.
It does make a difference.
It does make a difference. And then Levi Kitchen also in post-race, before I reveal the results, was also talking about that sometimes he couldn't even hear his bike. So he wasn't sure if he was in the right gear because the audience was so loud. And you know the bikes are loud.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was really fun. But also just what a great thing to have a whole stadium
to push you,
you know?
Gives you like an extra 3 horsepower or something like that.
Exactly. So then Hayden Deegan ended up getting the whole shot. He was in the front of the race. Max Anstey got the whole shot. He was leading for a little bit. And then Levi Kitchen and Hayden Deegan came through. Hayden was leading for a good minute. And then around minute 7 is when Levi Kitchen just showed up. And I was like, what's going on here? And the two of them, for the last 7 minutes of the race, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but clean. Like nice, good battling, aggressive, but not without any like foul play or anything. So it was so fun to watch. And then the audience, wah, rah, you know, you can just imagine it. And the track, of course, it was a tricky track because it got really ruddy.
Cross-rutting.
Especially towards the end of the race. It's hard, and also with all the lap racers, like, because they can't really, it's more difficult for them to leave a rut and get out of the way. So it's got just so, there's a lot of things that play into it. But yeah, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But then Hayden Deegan ended up taking the win by a second and a half. It was so close. It was so fun. Both of them said in their post-race interviews it was their best race of their careers because it was such a great battle. And obviously, Levi would have loved to win it at home. But he knows he delivered such a great race.
Yeah, stayed on the bike.
Yeah, exactly. He was able to finish the race. He didn't have the best start, but I was just really happy for him. And then Hayden Deegan, like, whatever. But then Max Anstey was also back on the podium finally again, because, of course, we had him, of course, win the opening race, but then he hasn't been really on the podium since. So it's really nice to see him back on the podium too. So that was the 250. And then for the 250 overall, let's see. Here, so Hayden Deegan is still leading by a big margin. Max Anstey is second. Then Michael Mosiman is just a point behind Max Anstey. Point gleich, I was going to say the same points as Ryder D. Had Mosiman and Ryder D on the same level. And then just a couple points behind is Levi Kitchen. So yeah, we'll see. I think West Coast might be off for a little bit next. No, I think they have another race and then they're going to be off for a little bit, if I'm not mistaken.
They're going to be in Texas and then they're going to be out.
I think so. But then 450 event was also so fun.
Okay.
We had Cooper Webb take the whole shot. It was nice to see him in the front again too. And then he was in the front for a hot minute by himself. We had Aaron Plessinger battling in the front too, which was really nice to see. We had Ken Rockshin battling in the front. He was battling against Hunter Lawrence. They had a really nice battle at one point, but then Hunter made this really big mistake, or there was like this deeper sand section where they were both on different lines. Hunter was on the inside, Ken was on the outside. And then for whatever reason, Hunter decided to cross to the outside and he crashed into Ken, which I was like, bro. So both of them went down, but Kenny's bike was now facing the wrong way. So he had to first get the bike back up, turn it the other way.
This takes so long.
So it takes so much time. So he ended up coming in 10th, which is so frustrating because he won last week's race. And then to go from that to this is just...
Hunter, you're making it very difficult for me to like you right now.
I know. Hunter did say it was obviously not on purpose and he felt bad that this is how it happened. It was a mistake on his end. It definitely did hurt his race too, but he ended up coming in 4th and he's now overall championship leader.
Oh, how convenient.
So that was a little bit of a bummer. But the person who ended up winning the race was Eli Tomac.
The one and only.
The one and only Eli Tomac.
Tomac.
Nice. He and Cooper Webb had a really fun battle for a minute in the front too, but then Eli just found a different gear and just went away.
He's been in it.
Yes. Justin Cooper, it was really nice to see him back on the podium. Apparently, the Coopers, they did some work. They were practicing, I think, especially the whoop section and things like that to do better. And it's been working out for them because they both ended up on the podium.
Yeah.
So great for them. We had Hunter come in 4th, Chase Sexton in 5th, Malcolm Stewart 6th, and then Aaron Plessinger 7th. So it was both races were really, really fun to see. Hunter Lawrence, like I said, is overall leading now the championship by a single point ahead of Eli Tomac, and then 10 points behind Eli is Ken Rockshin with the same amount of points as Cooper Webb.
Okay, this is some grand A bullshit by Hunter Lawrence. I get that he didn't do this on purpose.
Yeah.
But the point difference is huge now for
Yes.
Kenny, right? Because let's be real, Kenny could have easily finished top 5.
Oh,
he's in a state where he could finish top 5.
Yeah.
And then he would have gotten way more points.
Yeah.
Oh, this part of me is really annoyed by this. It's I get that Hunter didn't do this on purpose, but I was
Yeah.
bro, get your fucking shit together, dude.
I know. It's definitely
I mean,
a
that's
bummer.
just racing,
Yes.
But it's bro, I fucked over someone else's race and now I'm the championship leader, And once again, I get he didn't do this on purpose, but it's God damn.
And for the 450, there's still a long season ahead.
It is.
And
They do 31 races?
I don't know. It's a lot.
And this was stage 6, so
Yes.
plenty to go.
Plenty to go.
The race pendulum will swing.
Exactly. But it was a really fun race. It was also interesting to see the different racing lines and also how...
This was revenge because last weekend he came 2nd and Kenny won.
God.
This was the Australian revenge.
Conspiracies.
Just kidding.
But
That's how rumors start.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I thought it was a really fun race. Both battles both race win battles or podium battles were really, really excellent. Really fun to watch.
But Kenny's healthy, right?
Yes, yeah. He got back on the
That's
bike.
all
At
I
least
care
from what
about.
I've heard, it was fine. It was just his bike was in the wrong way.
And then having to turn around, picking it up in general because they're so heavy.
Yeah.
And then turning them around, bro.
And then you have to respect all the riders coming through.
Exactly.
And it was...
I mean, doing a U-turn on a bike when you're standing is the worst thing to do.
And it's also, he was on an
Incline.
angled part, so you can't just turn or go off track to turn it around, you know?
It's not like how on a street bike or if you're racing on a street, you could swing your leg around and just it around,
No, it was, it's a bummer, but
C'est la vie.
yeah.
That is racing.
It is what it is. But yeah, I think We watched some really excellent racing this weekend. A nice variety of racing this weekend.
I did also tune into the GT4 Winter Series.
Oh, okay, nice. Wonderful.
So the really cool thing is they do like this like 8-hour-long events, and it's over the course of the weekend. They do multiple races per
categories,
and so you have single seaters racing, you have GT cars, and then what I didn't realize who was racing there is actually Carrie Schreiner.
Oh,
she's out there racing in the Winter Series in a GT car and a sports car. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Unfortunately, the race that I saw, she did have an accident, so she had to retire the car. But I think she's been doing pretty well.
Nice.
I'm gonna see because I think this was round 3 out of 5 for the Winter Series, so I'm gonna try to see if I can actually catch a whole thing.
Okay, nice.
You know, because it's really cool that I like that they have the different events, and then it's available on YouTube for free. You watch it. You can skip over the like in between like low downtimes in between the races and stuff like that. So really, really cool stuff.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
One thing I also wanted to bring up, because I don't think we've talked about it yet, just because we've been out of commission for a minute, is that Dorian got a seat for the ELMS season, so the European Le Mans season. She's going to be in an LMP2 as part of a French team. I don't know.
Something with a D.
Yeah, DU, QU, something.
Duquan,
yes.
Duquan, whatever.
I don't know exactly. But yeah, so very happy for her. I think it's like a green LMP2 car. I think I looked it up. Or it has like neon green colors on it. So I'm excited to see her driving and competing.
But also interesting to see if she is going to do the move if she's going to be competing also in Le Mans this year.
True, yes.
Because they do have the LMP2s there as well. So because the LMP2s don't race usually in the WEC events, only I think in Le Mans.
Yeah, Le Mans, and I think also in like the IMSA series, I think they have
but
LMP2.
that's IMSA. But I mean, part of the World Endurance Championship, they usually don't have the LMP2s on track. They have that in the ELMS series.
Yes, correct.
But good stuff.
Yes, yeah. So that was great news. And there was also a Formula E race happening this weekend in Jeddah.
It was the celebrity part where there was a bunch of like
influencers and things.
Yeah, like Izzy Hammond, the daughter of the guy from Richard Hammond from Top Gear. She unfortunately had a crash. Yeah, it was pretty tough because she understeered, boom, straight into the wall. Yeah, it was pretty tough. And I mean, those things go fast.
Yeah.
You get a 0.
But I think they had 2 regular races there as well this weekend. I know Pascal Wehrlein, German driver for Porsche, he won one of the races. I wasn't able to tune into that this weekend. I just couldn't do more of it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, also like the 6-hour race just takes up a good chunk.
Yeah, no, of course. But yeah, there was some really fun racing this weekend. I was very excited about it. Definitely let us know in the comments what you watched, if you watched any of the things that we watched or something different. If you have any thoughts to share on what we've talked about. Of course, we've been posting our livery reveal videos or our thoughts on the new F1 liveries. We're also going to post our own ratings very soon.
Rankings coming up. We're going to also release our bingo board.
Yes,
We're going to do that pretty soon. So I am excited.
Yeah. I mean, the season is so close to kicking off. I mean, we have MotoGP coming back first before we have Formula One coming back. And then we're in the middle of it all.
It is not very long left.
Nope,
but I'm also... so part of me is like, okay, I'm ready. Part of me feels like, oh, wow, it's already happening. Because I feel like I've been bombarded with a lot of F1 stuff because there's just so much. But part of me is also like, okay, finally we can maybe focus on the racing aspect of it. Because there's so many, like, also, like, if you're on, like, any type of forums, so many, like, oh, what do you think of this? What do you think? It's like, guys, we don't know. In the end, we don't know. We don't know if Mercedes has been sandbagging and they have another, we don't know if Red Bull's the fastest. We don't know if Ferrari actually has a reliable engine. We don't know. Would I like to say yes to the last one? Yes.
Yes, of course.
Do I know if it's true? No.
I don't know. But, I'm excited for the season to kick off. I'm okay with having like another 2 weeks or so a little bit slower. We can enjoy it. We can get our bingo board ready and things like that. And then...
because like once March comes around, it's just going to get more and more racing.
Yep, very much so.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's all from us today.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Like and subscribe.
Yes. And we will
see you soon.
Bye.